English help women. It's creating a space for women to excel. I mean, leaving that place of being very engaged in the background, giving the people opportunity, just like the old gender, giving them space to shine like every other person. Inclusion speaks to respect for individuality in the workplace. It speaks to security, emotional and physical security. An individual is free to showcase their talents towards meeting their desired outcomes at work. And I think it's not gender as well. What does inclusion mean to me? From a practical perspective, inclusion demonstrates an equal playing field across roles in the organization. And it's a great thing that we are at the forefront of this agenda in global partnerships.
Inclusion to me means cultivating an environment where people feel valued and empowered to contribute their unique perspective. And inclusion is also fostering a culture where these differences are celebrated, all forms of bias are addressed, and everyone can come wholly and fully to their work.
So I think it's an ongoing struggle, if I'm allowed to use a word, and it's to be able to balance the various roles that I play as a mother. So I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sibling to someone, and I want to always ensure that I'm living off my full potentials across these roles. And so sometimes roles clash, and I have to determine if I want to be more of a professional today than a mother, or I want to be more of a mother today than a professional. But I think that the journey gets easier anyways, as you grow, as you evolve, as you engage other women in honest, authentic conversations. You are able to learn coping mechanisms, and you're able to form an ecosystem that allows you to thrive across your various roles as a working class.
So a challenge I've had at the workplace, I think if I want to give that a very profound thoughts, that would be reactions where misogynist reactions. So when a man is firm, it's applauded, but when a woman is firm, it's like come across as aggressive or chilled and deep. So I think that is a challenge. So it's something I see even when relating with the expatriates, external consultants. Well, it's a good thing that I think those days are far behind, because I have learned how to gravitate this along this chilling days, and hopefully one day to be till the past.
Trying to be everywhere at the same time, having your attention drawn to different aspects, whether family, where in the workplace, asking yourself if you're doing enough. That question, am I athletic towards family? Am I athletic, am I doing everything I can to ensure that I'm growing at the workplace? I think that's a challenge for me. It's something I can resonate with, that I can actually relate with. Am I, doing enough for my family? Am I reaching out to them as often as I should? These are the questions that I ask myself, and it's a challenge for me.
So some of the challenges I have faced as a professional in my line of work have been, having to address these biases, conscious and unconscious, stemming from, our different backgrounds, our different forms of training, our different cultural identities.
So I think for women, all I would say is be audacious. Trust me, you're offering so much value. Remove the imposter syndrome. Recognize your potential and working with audacity and an old adage that says it takes it takes a village to raise a child. And if you see your career as a child, then you know that it really takes, you need an ecosystem of friends or sisters, mentors to help hold your hand and guide you when the going gets rough, because the going will get rough when you need to have a support system. And you need to start cultivating critical relationships early on in your career, so that by the time you transition into various roles, depending on whatever your career aspirations, and you don't fall like a pack of cards. You have women and men sometimes that cheer you along, that are able to step in and cover some shortcomings whenever they arise, because they would arise. So my advice is, don't do life alone. Get an ecosystem and work within that ecosystem.
One advice I always tell everyone is, just stop learning. Take opportunity. Self-development, personal development should keep saying that. The world is advancing. The world is moving from one stage to another, and you need to preaching to develop yourself. You need to be able to match up to every other person in the world, please. Because we are to be empowered. Let's empower ourselves. Let's develop ourselves. We don't necessarily have to wait for somebody to come and tap you and say, oh, please, let's do this. You can go ahead to do your research and start to develop yourself if you ever to lead.
As a HR professional, my advice to everyone would be to keep an open mind, keep an eye out for your own subconscious biases, not just pointing out the biases of others, but being conscious of your own biases, being able to address them. I wish you all a happy International Women's Day. Invest in a woman today.
To my fellow women out there, I'm wishing you a happy International Women's Day.